Bro, Hollywood P reacts.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear to.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your dude Hollywood P back again for another video. As always, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also turn on your post notifications so that you can get all of the latest and current events going on in hip-hop and around the world. But anyway, guys, today we got a bit of a situation. Looks like DDG has formed another op, but by default. It technically was not his fault. But anyway, so what allegedly happened here is we have Hitter J3, which is what the streets is saying is that that's kind of like Kendrick's top 5. You know, if you know anything about the guy top 5 that rolls with Drake, he's known, you know, for Drizzy. Hitter J3 is that for Kendrick. So what pretty much happened was, you know, after DDG released the new single Handling Business, which is a fire song, you know, it had Tory Lanez on it. And Tory Lanez pretty much kind of like sided with Drake on that song. And by DDG putting it out, you know, with his name stamped on it, it makes it look like he's siding with Drake. And being that we live in LA, it could be a pretty slippery slope, you know, for anybody kind of going against, you know, Kendrick because of what's going on out here, and with all the street politics. So you have to be kind of careful, you know, which side you choose when you're out here. It's kind of weird, but it's just what it is. But anyway, so we got this guy Hitter J3 that kind of responded to DDG kind of going at him for being, you know, putting this song out or whatever. And before we get to these tweets that are currently on the screen, there was a previous tweet, and it was something that actually started. It was about something about DDG was at a Rich the Kid party, and when he saw Hitter J3, he got spooked. He looked like he saw a deer in the headlights or whatever. And DDG actually responded to him saying that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play DDG's response to that, which is the whole he got spooked out at the Rich the Kid party. And then we're going to talk about this tweet here, because this tweet that he tweeted responds to DDG's video that he released on his while he was live streaming. So let's get to that. Okay, I'm going to put that there. All right, so let's check that out.
Like, he's seen the ghost. Niggas is trying to beef with me about this. Yeah, y'all gonna see a lot of niggas popping out of nowhere for no reason. See me at Rich the Kid party. I don't even know who the hell this is, bro. Whatever. Nah, I do want to talk about what it is. I want to talk about the song with Tory Lanez. This is how I look at it. A lot of people is getting mad at me like I rap the verse. This is my analogy. This is how I look at it. That's like, what's a good analogy? That's like Drake beefing with SZA because SZA with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? But it's my song though, so I understand. But if a nigga send you a verse, if he sent you a verse, if a nigga sent you a verse and you put it out, what that mean? He is beefing with SZA. Well, I don't know who beefing with who. But I feel like a lot of people was putting it on me, nigga, like I rapped it, nigga. I just put it out. My verse was old. But it is what it is, man.
All right, so now that we saw that, that's when we got this tweet right here from Hitter J3 that says that man's still rapping, so that streaming ish is irrelevant, and it don't matter if he knew who I was. My point is I was in the same room. I'm not popping out trying to create no beef. I'm popping out everywhere is my point. And if you're entertaining that, just stand on it. Don't matter if it's a verse he sent back to you, you putting it out with him throwing shots. So how that looked at Pontiac made DDG. So pretty much he's saying that, by him putting that verse out, he had to hear it prior to releasing it, which is true. But I don't think DDG was looking at it from the standpoint of, going at Kendrick or slighting Kendrick in any way, especially that we all, that we both, all of us live in California. We live in LA, so we know what it is out here. Drake is right now going through a little problem, out here in LA because of this whole Kendrick stuff. And I think the way DDG sees it, he was like, well, Tory, spitting on it. He's not really a rapper to really like dissect bars and sit back and kind of like, oh, I can't put that out, or I'm not gonna bleep that out. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't really see it as that. He just heard it as rap. But he doesn't understand as far as the street politics out here. Which kind of like hit a J3 kind of saying. Which I get both of their points. DDG is like, bro, I'm just making music. You know what I'm saying? I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube. I'm just trying to make some content to generate some revenue. But Hitter J3 is like, bro, you can't just release something that's dissing, Kendrick, what I'm saying, being that Tory siding with Drake, saying that he wait for them to come for him, something like how the same way they did Drake, which really wasn't a diss to Kendrick or nothing, but he was just talking about, how they come at him, how they did Drake. But, by DDG releasing this song, that's what comes with it. And DDG has been, of course, in the situation that happened with him and OT Genesis, a few years back, where, allegedly OT Genesis snuck him, after a few words were exchanged, and then just some wild stuff happened, allegedly necklace taken off, put on him, put it in his pocket. They didn't take his necklace. They didn't, they didn't rob him. They probably ran through his pockets, didn't take anything from him. They just they tucked it in his pocket is what it was said. But it is what it is. That's neither here nor there. As far as this situation, DDG, man, just, because I'm out here with you, bro. Only thing I can tell you is, man, just be careful when you do stuff like that, because you got these guys sitting around, like you say, like Hitter J3 is to Kendrick what Top 5 is to Drake. If you know about Top 5, he's that, alleged for Drake. So Hitter J3 allegedly for Kendrick. So you just got to be careful, man, when you out here, releasing certain songs out on this West Coast, because they really look at everything with a microscope to see who's saying what. They either get clout off of it, and these guys out here, they don't be playing. So just be careful when you do stuff like this. But I know it was really no ill intent, because like DDG is a Drake fan. Like, he sides with Drake anyway, but it's like he don't want no problems with Kendrick, because Kendrick makes dope music as well. But it's just one of them situations, man. But just be careful when you're making, that type of, when you're doing stuff like this, because you got guys like this, like you say, you don't even know this guy, but you might, then that could be an issue. You can be somewhere and you don't know this guy, but he know you and he know what you said. So you could be sitting there, got the girls around you, bottles popping, and all of a sudden you hear pop, happens all the time, bro. So you don't want to get caught up in that type of stuff, man. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to be walking around LA with, like, walking on eggshells, having to hide and do stuff like that, and have extra security, which costs more money, taking food out of Halo's mouth, as you say. It's just a lot of unnecessary problems that can come with stuff like this. You could have maybe edited that part out or bleeped it when he said that line or whatever. It's a lot of things that could have been done, but it's, like I said, it's either here nor there. But anyway, guys, we're gonna end the video here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, folks, turn on your post notifications and holla back at your boy. Peace.